Hi everyone, welcome to DIY with Nancy. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to make a very simple sponge cake. It's a Portuguese sponge cake. In Portuguese it's called Pão de Ló. Now there's three ways rather, of making this Pão de Ló. And this one's going to be, that I'm going to be making today, is a sponge cake. It's very simple, great to have with a coffee or tea or a latte, cappuccino, whatever it is. It's so moist and delicious. And I'm going to show you how to make the Pão de Ló step by step. Stay with me. First, you want to start off by separating the yolks and whites of 8 eggs. Place 8 egg yolks in a mixing bowl. Now next, I'm adding 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm going to place the mixer on high speed and let it mix until it becomes creamy. Now I'll let the mixer go for about 2 to 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, I could see I'm getting a creamy texture. At this point, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt. Add it right in there while the mixer's going. And to that, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Once I add the vanilla, I let the mixer continue mixing for an additional 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I could see that my egg and sugar mixture have come to a nice creamy texture. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I want to give you a quick look at the creamy texture, nice and creamy. That's what we're looking for. We're going to set that aside. And now I'm going to move on to my next ingredient, 8 egg whites. So I've divided the eggs. I'm mixing the egg whites separately. I'm going to place the mixer on high speed and I'm going to let it mix until it reaches a stiff peak. My egg whites look stiff, so I just want to make sure that they're ready. I could see that by looking at the attachment, my egg whites are ready. And another way of checking, turn your bowl upside down and you know you have some stiff peaks. On to the next step. Here I have 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour and 1 tablespoon of baking powder. I'm going to place the baking powder into the flour. I'm going to give that a quick stir just to combine it. I'm going to now place the flour and baking powder into a sifter, and I have a bowl underneath. I just want to sift my flour just to make sure there's no lumps. I'm going to sift together the flour and the baking powder into a bowl. Next, I'm going to set aside my dry ingredients. For the next step, we're now ready to combine all the ingredients. I'm going to fold the egg whites that we mixed together earlier into the egg and sugar batter. And I'm going to do it gradually. So I'm going to place half of my egg whites into my egg and sugar mixture. And I'm going to fold it gently. And by folding in the egg whites, it helps me create a light and fluffy batter. I'm just going to add the balance of my egg whites. Make sure everything's in there and continue folding it just as I'm doing here. And then you have this nice fluffy batter. All we need to do is add the dry ingredients. For the next and final ingredient, I'm adding the dry ingredients. That is the all-purpose flour and the baking powder that I stirred together. Now I'm going to add the dry ingredients gradually. The mixer is on low speed. Then let the mixer go for about 1 minute until the flour is well incorporated into the batter. Here I have my cake pan that I've greased with butter, and now I'm coating it with flour. Last and final step, place the batter into your cake pan, and I have my oven preheated at 350 degrees. It's now ready to go into the oven. I'm going to bake it at 350 degrees for approximately 45 to 50 minutes. Pão de Ló is out of the oven. I've let it cool for about 10 minutes, and I'm going to cut into it, show you what the inside of the Pão de Ló looks like. So soft. There you have it. A beautiful slice of Pão de Ló, Portuguese sponge cake. So good. Thank you everyone for joining me and watching how to make my recipe for Pão de Ló Portuguese sponge cake. This cake is super soft and moist inside, perfect with a nice coffee. I hope you all enjoy the recipe today, and if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time everyone, take care.